Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news Cartridge for Tuesday, June 5th, 2018. Welcome to the show. There's only 3 more episodes before E3 begins, and after that I'll be taking a 2-week break. If you want to jump around or re-watch any part of today's episode, timestamps along with reference links are in the description below. Up on top today we have confirmation of a new Diablo game in development. We know this because Blizzard is looking to hire someone for the project and have specifically mentioned it will be Diablo related. And more specifically, they're looking for a dungeon artist and will provide a myriad of assets to facilitate creation. If you think you have what it takes, there's a link to apply down below. Diablo is actually the one Blizzard game I have no interest in playing, so while I'm not exactly excited for this one, it could be Diablo 4 because Diablo 3 released back in 2012. Coming in next, we have another leak, making it the third one for the week, after Hitman developer IO Interactive accidentally revealed Hitman 2 is on its way. You may recall the 2016 release of Hitman was published by Square Enix, the owner of IO Interactive at the time. Square Enix decided to sell IO, and after no one picked them up, IO became completely freelance and held on to the Hitman IP. Hitman 2 will be published by Warner Brothers, who recently published the definitive edition of Hitman. Let's just hope WB doesn't become a detriment to the series. Then here we have the anime vampire game Code Vein getting a Japanese release date of September 27th for PS4 and Xbox One and the 28th for PC. It should release to the rest of the world shortly after. Then the next season for Rainbow Six Siege's third year, called Bellum, will launch this Thursday, June 7th, and season pass holders will have access to the new ops 1 week before everyone else. Moving on to updates with Fortnite getting patch 4.3, bringing a new bouncy trap which you can use in both a defensive and offensive manner. Here's a really nice one. GOG has started a new program called GOG Connect, where you can connect your Steam account to your GOG account and then own games on GOG that you've already purchased on Steam. Currently there are only 13 titles that qualify for the program, but there are some really good games here like Banished, Prison Architect, Kingdom New Lands, and The Banner Saga. This is a great thing for gamers who want to have a DRM-free version of some games that they already own on Steam, and it's great for GOG because a lot of people are really attached to their Steam account, and it's a great way for people to get signed up for their services. Remember, right now GOG is hosting their summer sale, and you can still get Xenonauts completely free while the offer lasts. Here's another great deal to save some money. Microsoft is dropping the price of the Xbox One S by $50 to celebrate E3. This is only a temporary sale lasting from June 10th until the 23rd, and if Microsoft's behavior is consistent, the lower price should become permanent in roughly 3 months. That's not the only deal either, because Microsoft is offering 1 month of Xbox Game Pass for $1. That is a savings of 90% off. Moving on from there, we have a quick one with CD Projekt Red filing a trademark for Cyberpunk 2077. CDPR has said that they will be showing off an RPG at E3 this year, but have not confirmed which game or games they will be showing. Here's a hint, it's Cyberpunk 2077. Then we have Niantic, who has settled their class action lawsuit over the first Pokemon Go Fest held in Chicago last year. To put it lightly, the event did not go well, as many trainers were struggling to connect due to a combination of server problems and mobile connections not being up to par. This left many gamers wondering why they traveled all the way to Chicago, and Niantic has already refunded the cost of the actual ticket. They have been ordered to pay more than $1.5 million to cover trainers' travel expenses, and if you want to find out if you're eligible for a claim, there's a link for that down below too. Another quick one today with Paradox Interactive, the publishers of games like Stellaris and City Skylines, having acquired the game studio Harebrained Schemes, known for BattleTech and Shadowrun. Essentially what this allows is Harebrained to no longer have to rely on Kickstarters, as Paradox has plenty of capital to funnel into projects. As an added benefit, Paradox is giving everyone who backed BattleNet on Kickstarter a free copy of Stellaris. Moving on to... wait, did you hear that? It sounded like a bunch of PUBG gamblers getting really salty. Crates are now restricted in the Steam ID system, meaning you cannot sell any of the crates you earn right away and must wait 4 weeks before players are able to put them up for sale. Specifically, Aviator crates, which were released just about 3 weeks ago, have another 10 days before they're marketable. This decision, of course, has been met with backlash due to people who want to earn money playing PUBG, or people who want to spend money in hopes to earn more through gambling. Either way, someone like me who's just buying crates with in-game currency and isn't so attached to cosmetic items is doing just fine. I do not see a problem with this policy. But if you do, and I'm sure there are those of you who feel that way, please share your thoughts in the comments down below. Finally today, some bullshit. You want to hear some bullshit? Because I think this is some bullshit. So, I have an update to the Steam Link app for iOS, the one that Apple had initially approved and then rejected for it violating guidelines. We now know a little bit more about why the app was rejected because Apple has recently updated those guidelines. Yes, That's right, they rejected Valve's app 2 weeks ago for guidelines they updated yesterday. Now that's what I call fair and transparent. So my understanding is because the Steam Link app is connected to Steam and you're still able to browse the Steam storefront and purchase games. Apple says this isn't clear enough and could be confusing to customers. Meaning they think that some people will think that if they buy a game through the Steam Link app on their iPhone, they will believe that game is for their phone and not for their PC. I personally do not understand why anyone could see it that way. Ultimately, what I think Apple wants is control of all purchases done on their device, and because the Steam Link app is essentially big picture mode for your phone, I think the only company that needs to be involved is Valve. Maybe at some point Valve could disable the ability to browse the store while using the Steam Link app on an iPhone, but that seems like fixing a problem that doesn't exist. These games are about to exist. It's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, The Dark Inside Me, Minico, Anti-Graviator, Paper Valley, Gallows, Honor Cry, Aftermath, and Google Spotlight Stories on Ice. For PlayStation 4, Homestar VR. For Xbox One, Shape of the World, Riddle Corpses EX, and Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. For Nintendo Switch, Shape of the World. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And what has 5 fingers but isn't your hand? My hand. I promise we have never had a dumb joke on this show before. Click up here to watch the bonus episode for today's show. Click down here to watch yesterday's episode, which was about Fallout 76's potential release date. And click over here to subscribe to my wonderful, wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.